You guessed it, motherfuck faces. Validation Boy live stream is back for a short little episode. Just want to tell a couple little stories, talk about what's going on in the community and all that fucking bullshit. Thou art truly mine, motherfuck faces, and I truly do appreciate you. Verse 5 in the live tonight. In at number 1 with a whole lot of titty sprinkles. It's OJ McBaggins. In at number 2, a true staple of Validation Boy live stream. One of the running contenders of greatness in this live stream. It is Schlumminger. Schlumminger. And it's so nice that you do indeed have to say it twice. And at number 3, someone who says, I'm a cuck, but they themselves probably are a cuck. Jim Morrison. Good to have you, Jim Morrison. And at number 4, a channel you should all be subscribed to, Andres. Andrzace. Andres. And in at number 5, oh, no, hold on. I'll just switch them. In at number 5, because they're new, Danger Keys. Danger Keys is come over, I think, from the Star Gods mention that he gave me, and sent a whole bunch of people my way. And Danger Keys came over and said, as a Christian, why do you say the F word so much? Well, I'm not sure if it was Danger Keys who said that or not, but I think it was. And the thing is that the human language, okay, and cuss words, we culturally have decided, we have culturally decided what words are cuss words. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that God sees past my vocabulary choices. But thank you for the input. I understand where you're coming from, but don't be too Catholic about your belief systems, okay? A lot of people get a lot of Catholic traditions involved in their belief in Jesus Christ, and that's the wrong way to go, because the Catholics don't preach real Jesus Christ. The Catholics are a false religion. That is paganism, okay? And a lot of the Catholic traditions, a lot of the guilt, a lot of the thoughts that we have about, the afterlife and all this stuff, a lot of it's Catholic, and a lot of Catholic shit is just zany shit that's just out there. It's just hocus pocus. So you have to get right with the Bible itself. You have to get right with Jesus Christ himself and God, our creator himself, and transcend any kind of a organized religion, any kind of organized church. All churches nowadays, all churches are straight up satanic, okay? And you are not to go to any of these churches if you believe in Jesus Christ, because they will not teach you the truth about Jesus Christ. But anyways, we're not going to go there. We got Andres in the house. We got OJ McBaggins, Schlumminger. We got King TL. Good to have you in here, King TL. We got Twitwit. We got... Oh, Twitwit was first as usual, yeah. We got P. Mars. We got Channel Q. Channel Q now, I just look at her channel. She's now showing her face. If anyone's curious what Channel Q looked like, now you can go see. Jim Morrison says, who goes live with dead air? I mean, come on. Okay. Jim Morrison also says, VB is cucked by the gynocrical hold that Channel Q has over his ego. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Channel Q doesn't look as old as she sounds. I'll just say that. Daylight Ohio says, sorry I'm late, VB. Go ahead and start. Everyone go subscribe to Daylight Ohio as well. And subscribe to P. Mars as well. All right. Twit in the house, says Tony Vincencio. Jim Morrison says, I love you, bro. Yeah, that's all right. It's all good. Okay. Scroll up to see my request to talk about cussing and ask if we get to cuss. Dude, don't explain the letter of the law to me. Twitwit says Catholics and their anti-curse words smack my fucking head for fuck's sake. Oh, man. Danger Key says, ha, not me. I don't know. The man in black. Yep. Man, it's good to have all you guys in here. Okay. So I'm torn. I'm honestly torn. Okay, on this fucking jet fuel shit, okay? I'm honestly fucking torn. Because when I first saw it, okay, here's my story. I don't know if I told you guys, but I was watching a video. I don't know what it was, but then I came across another video and it's showing airplanes. Showing fucking airplanes, how they appear to stand still sometimes when you drive alongside them in your car and they're in their early stages of their takeoff. And if you're going the opposite direction, or if you're going in the same direction as the airplane, it seems even more so. It can look like the airplane's literally hovering. There is an example on film from someone who was inside of an airplane at like 30,000 feet. This is on film back in 2015 or 14. And the plane, they're shooting from inside and they're shooting out the window. And the plane literally just stops moving at like 30,000 feet. It just stops moving forward. And all the jets and everything are still on and the plane's just stopped. And the person's just looking at the ground and you can see how the ground is just not moving underneath them. And it's really, really fucking scary. But the thing is that airplane was probably in some kind of crosswind that was going head on right at it. And the plane was going full force. And the two forces just straight up canceled each other out. And the plane just kind of stayed. Just kind of stayed there. That shit's scary as fuck. Okay, so planes can stop. Okay, but they can't stop at super low altitudes unless the wind is really, really that strong and this plane is small enough. Okay, enough about that. So then from there, it hopped over to jet fuel hoax. Airplanes aren't using fuel. Okay, and apparently this is a trending topic because I saw Dan Pratt talking about how this is the trending topic, and then I discovered that apparently Globebusters had done a whole show about this topic. But since I do not listen to Globebusters and do not listen to the Morgal and do not listen to Jaren or Flat Earth Asshole or D Marble specifically, explicitly do not listen to those channels, I would have no idea about that. So, okay. I decided to do a little bit of the research on my own, converted all these fucking gallons to liters and fucking metric cubic meters and all this shit. Okay, now with water, okay, not with jet fuel, because jet fuel is 81% the weight of water, 81 to 82% the weight of water. And that's something that took quite a bit of fucking searching and digging and researching and calculating to fucking find out and shit too, by the way. All this shit. Well, anyway, so 1 cubic meter, okay? 1 meter cubed, like a picture of a box that's a 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. That right there is if that space was filled with water, that space would be equivalent to 1 ton. Now, these planes have how many hundreds of tons of fuel? And I was thinking, okay, where do they put this fuel? They put it in the wings. The wings are rather thin, okay? How can 200-something cubes, 200-something tons, which would be that cube of water, a metric cube, cubic meter, okay? How can that many cubic meters of liquid fit inside those wings? Okay, even if those wings were just, didn't even have flaps and hydraulics and all these other parts and all this shit and different sizes all throughout the wing as it like tapers and stuff like that. There's no way that you could fit 200 of those cubes into an airplane's wings. But I kept researching and researching and researching, and I decided to hone in on the 747-400 model for all the research I was doing. Okay, but it's so back and forth, all this. Me and my woman did that, and then we also learned that they hold fuel in the tail of the plane, allegedly. Okay. And that the tail can be the height of a 6-story building. Okay, so you subtract the first story because the plane's not touching the ground and the tail doesn't start at the ground. So you take a story. So still a 5-story building. You know, maybe you could fit all that gas in that plane. Maybe you really could, and kind of debunk the whole jet fuel hoax thing. But then you got to take into account the hydraulics. You got to take into account the tapering of the wing. You got to take into account the fact that on the Jones channel, he showed how when they test the wings, they don't have fluid in them for testing. Now, wouldn't you want to test them with fluid in them so they'd actually react the way that they're going to be reacting in use? You know, how can you test something that's so sensitive to people's lives, right? Without testing it the real way it's going to be used. How can you do that? It's totally fucking not up to code, you know? So I don't know. And then Dan Pratt said he used to work in the airport, and that he could smell the kerosene. And he made a great point. How do you get the engines started? How do you get them rolling down before this alleged compressed air can kick in? How do you do it? But then again, you look at the actual jets themselves, and you look at what they're designed to do. They say that all they do is take in air and compress the shit out of it and shoot it out. And at the very, very end, of the process, at the very tail of that engine, that's when there's a spark and ignition. And that's when you see flames. Okay, so take away that little fireworks show at the backside of the engine, and what do you got? You got compressed air running jets. And a lot of the videos I've seen, damn, it's a very, very convincing argument. So I'm completely torn down the middle. Completely torn down the middle about this entire jet fuel hoax thing. I've heard outstanding arguments on both sides. I really have. So I'm not ready to call it yet. I'm still under the impression that this is probably going to end up being a fucking proven hoax, and that we've been getting fucked this whole time on fucking ticket prices and all kind of bullshit, and just mythology, just the mythology of jets and airplanes and all that shit. You know, all the mystique that surrounds it. People are able to be manipulated. Tube U says, why would they use fuel if they don't have to? Cars can be run on water. True. So can jets. True. Might be combination of water and compressed air. Channel Q says, jets are hot air balloons confirmed. King TL says, for sure hoax. Compressed air, what a concept. Yep, that's what Tinfoil Hatter says. Yeah, I know. I'm fucking torn. I mean, part of me says, don't be an idiot, you know? And you see, and we did the math, and it said that, you know, on the wing, well, the actual wing area in 2D, not in 3D, but the wing surface area can hold 45 mid-sized cars just on one wing. So 45 mid-sized cars parked on one wing of a 747-400, I could see easily that the tonnage of fuel could be fit into those wings. And then you also have a whole tail to work with, which is probably like both the wings volume combined worth of space. And then they say that there's also available fuselage tanks that can be installed in airplanes too, and some of them do have that for the long distance flights. So Catter says, I think jets are probably real, bro. I don't know, man. Faggots with AIDS says 44 mid-sized cars up my ass. Wait, that part of you is smart. Listen to that part. What concept? I don't know. What? Some guy ran kerosene in his car and died. Daylight, Ohio chimes in and says, I was on scene at DC-10 at a DC-10 wreckage in Arizona, and the whole area stunk of massive jet fuel. Okay, see? I don't know. TubeU says, yes, it's a hydrogen conversion. They run on very little water, PMARS, but they call them water cars. See, I'm totally fucking torn. Because by default, I'm always going to say that people in positions of power, people with wealth, people with authority, so-called fucking authority, they're always going to fucking lie to you and withhold some information. Otherwise, they don't have the power that they have. Okay? You can't have a position of authority without deceiving somebody. End of story. You can't. You cannot be in control of other people unless you're withholding fucking information. And withholding information that could better the rest of the population is evil. That is satanic practice. Okay? It's deception. Okay? That's paying tribute to a fucking dark lord, a fucking dark force, and you should be ashamed if that's what you're up to. Okay? And that's the thing, is that authority always fucking lies. A Lamb Without Judgment has joined us. Good to see you, bro. Staying strong, reading the Bible, keeping up on your verses. Word. PMARS, validation void. You use your YouTube money to buy crack. I'm not monetized, PMARS. You know that. Red Bull. I think they use Red Bull, right? That's what Twitbit says. Okay. So I don't know. I'm totally fucking torn on that shit. By default, authority always lies to you. Okay. Land Without Judgment. You know it. You know how we do. I got to get back in the book, dude. I got to get back in. I'll be honest. I've been slacking. But I mean, I spent so much time up in there. But I need to do some reference work. I need to look through it and see how things apply to the world today. And you guys, you'd be astonished. If you guys just open your King James Version Bible and go to most parts of it and just start reading. Okay, stay in context. Don't just go to any random page and start in the middle of the page. Pick a book, pick a chapter of a book if you need to, and just start reading it, especially in the latter half of the Bible. And you will see how insanely it matches up to real life and situations and people and situations you have to deal with. Bullshit situations with these demonic fucking people we're surrounded by in this life, especially in the West, especially in fucking America, and especially in the fucking South. Twit, you didn't deny buying crack. I've never smoked crack in my life, not once, guys. Sorry to disappoint you guys. Channel Q, VB, you've never been on a plane. I've been on many planes. Yeah. Amen, VB says Lamb without judgment. Yeah, it's the real deal. It's the real deal. People don't get it. The word of God is no joke. Okay, let's see. Whew. All right, you guys have joined me. You know, my house, there's a lot of work getting done in my house right now. I have to actually manage some things. I need about 3 minutes. So I'll see you in about 5. Please don't go anywhere. Fake Infinite Plane Society has joined us. Who I called out for having 1 sub. And Fake Infinite Plane Society says, no one likes me anymore. That 1 sub is my other sock account. Besides, I am not FE anymore. It's a psyop, bro. I am moving on to the next trending social issue to try to make a buck. Fepe failed me. What he used to be, says Andres. All right, so my next topic, all right. We know that fucking history is a hoax. A lot of it's a fucking hoax. Now, one of the biggest things is that whole Holocaust thing that they talk about. That's one of the most questionable. I'm not saying it's a hoax, but it's definitely one of the easiest historical events to bust massive fucking holes in. Okay, and break down with ease. Okay, there's a lot of glaring fucking holes in the story of that, the whole World War II and the camps and stuff like that. Big fucking holes in those stories, okay? In fact, there's all kinds of documented official government evidence that disproves that something like that ever even came close to happening. So anyways, all right, so it's just funny, right? So funny little anecdote on the side, I was watching my woman found some funny guys, these 2 black guys who like review music, and sometimes they review metal, and they do like a instant reaction to it, like where they've never heard the song before and they just put it on because people request it, and they like, whoa, and they rock out, and they're like, they're hip hop guys and stuff, but they appreciate the fuck out of Megadeth and stuff like that. And they actually did Slayer, Raining Blood, in one of their reviews, and it freaked them out. They couldn't handle it, but in the end, I started rocking out after I ended up watching that video of theirs that she showed me, because it was really funny. All those videos are funny. I was like in the mood to listen to some more Slayer, Links now. James S says that he admits he is a cuck and that he lives in his mother's basement. Okay. Big deal. A lot of people out there live in their mom's basements, That's your choice, James. All right. So, I was like, okay, Raining Blood. And, I listened to it. I was like, yeah, I love this shit. I grew up on this shit. It'd be about the 5,000th time I've heard the song. So then I was like, Angel of Death. I was thinking, I wonder if those guys would analyze Angel of Death. But then I realized it's full of references to the Aryan race, and it's all full of Holocaust horror stories. And the Angel of Death, is Joseph Mengele, and the song's supposed to be about him and how he, dissected people while they were alive and all this crazy shit, And it just made me think, it's like, wow, how funny is it that Slayer, their whole mystique was based on like stuff like that. And a lot of that shit that they sing about is probably just hoax history. And it's like a multi-million-dollar fucking thing. So believe it or not, it would be in Slayer's best interest to not be Holocaust deniers. Isn't that weird? because a lot of Slayer fans are actually conspiracy theorists, and that's the kind of people, that's the kind of music that conspiracy theorists, a lot of them would listen to, is like Slayer and fucking Anthrax and Megadeth and shit like that. Anyways, yeah. Anita says, even with the Bible, you say that it's good for your life. Prove it. Channel Q says, I'm a Hootie and the Blowfish kind of guy. Yeah, definitely not. So, man, isn't it just funny that bands, and whole industries got their mystique from historical events that aren't even fucking real? A lot of them. Daylight Ohio says, do you want proof? I lived in James' mom's basement. That he did. Oh, man. So, okay, and then also I want to talk about, soda pop. I had an addiction. I have an addiction to Coca-Cola, okay? Very bad. I have an addictive personality. I'm hooked on nicotine and Coca-Cola and one other partially illicit substance that you all know about and partaken with me. And that's it. I don't touch alcohol or anything else. Anything else. For many, many, many uncountable years at this point. I'm just a nicotine and a caffeine fucking fiend and shit, okay? So I realized that the caffeine, not the caffeine, but I realized that the Coke, the soda pop, it's giving me a very unsightly gut. You know what I'm saying? So to reduce that, I decided to go cold turkey on soda pop. Oof, cold turkey on it. And I'm about 1 week in, and I'm just downing water like crazy. I'm downing more water than I have in years. Okay. Just, I guess about a gallon and a half or something, almost a day, just downing it like crazy, just all day chugging water. And I feel like $1,000,000 and my skin is clearing up. Oh, man. And my body's working better and my sleep is better. Everything is just better, better, better. I'm just chugging the water. It's just amazing. You guys don't understand the benefits of fucking water. And I'm already seeing a difference in my appearance as well. It's fucking awesome. I think you guys should join me on this journey and just start downing water all day long. King TL says, I did that like 6 years ago. Twitwit says, I had a soda today, first time in years, right? I bet you couldn't even finish the whole can, right? Because it gets gets gross at the bottom. YouTube says, you will lose weight just from the water. Yeah, you're like washing away fat. Vintage balls, that's the fluoride, bro. Rob S, so your belly matches your head. Oh, yeah. King TL says he only drinks soda at the theater. Okay, yeah. I could see, like, if I go and I get a nice dinner and it's like a big greasy hamburger or something like that, maybe I'll probably have a soda, but probably not. I'm just going to avoid it. I don't even want it anymore. I'm just cold turkey. When I do things in my life, I do them cold turkey, hard. Fucking done. Stop. It's called self-control. It's called prayer. It works. All right, guys. Beer, water, and tea is my drink, says Steve Anthony. Yep. You should stick to tea and water. Beer, alcohol, you should never drink alcohol at all. Ever. James S says, keep up the dislikes, guys, from his little sock account. Nameless, faceless sock account. Doesn't even have the decency to even have a fake identity. Like a validation boy or a tube you or a twitwit. Doesn't even have the decency. Just James S. James the Swallower and shit, Wine? Rob S. Wine? Occasional. Mostly water, says Stephen Anthony. Well, good for you. I'm not trying to guilt you. I can't guilt you at all. I just started this new regimen, just myself. For years, I was on that fucking Coca-Cola. There'd be like whole days where I would never drink anything but soda the whole fucking day, from morning till bed. Fucking disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting. Okay. And also, one last fucking thing. I'm not going to be on here long, guys. Targeted individuals. Have you seen this? What you guys take on fucking targeted individuals? I mean, for the most part, most of the shit that they claim can easily be debunked. And also what you see is a lot of them, they're not always females, but a lot of them are young females that are very, very narcissistic, yet at the same time, insanely insecure. And they just desperately fucking want attention. So they're just saying that they're being victimized. They're being stalked. It's almost like they're hoping to manifest the fact that people would pay attention to them or go out of their way to affect their lives in any way or do anything to get in their way or anything, because nobody gives a flying fuck about them. They're usually the most just like weirdest fucking delusional, deluded psycho bitches. You know what I'm saying? Most of them. And they're just insane. They just want attention. So just claiming victimhood, just blanket victimhood. Oh, I'm being surrounded by cars. Oh, I went to this place and people are with their phones. I swear they're taping me. It's hilarious. And then, I mean, some of them, they even have like tinfoil. They put like tinfoil behind them because they say that they're getting like signals sent into their heads and shit like that. Like, Kati Folk. You know what I'm saying? Kati Folk. Okay? As Jed Skeptic Media and many other Scotsmen would say. Links, says Anita. Well, you just look up targeted individuals and you'll see. Rob S says psycho bitches. Oh, man, no. Inappropriate. Tubu says, yes, you look dehydrated now. Oh, man. Yeah, O.J. McBaggins. Yeah. And these people, they set up little hand device electronic things, and then they fucking like put a battery in it, and then they fucking put tinfoil around it, and then they put shit near it, and then they take it off, and they're like, y'all hear it? You hear it? And it's like, well, it's probably going to make a subtle buzz when you have it next to your fucking laptop or your fucking cell phone. Yeah, there's probably things there. There's probably signals bleeding off that. That's why you're getting noises. It's just fucking insane. These people, I mean, I would say, oh, these people need help. I'm not going to say that. That's fucking stupid. It's just like what it is that these people are just desperate for attention. They all have the same MO. They all have like 100 subs or something like 200 subs. Maybe some have like 20, 30. It's actually rather hilarious how pathetic they are, And then for them to claim that they're getting voices sent into their heads and shit. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, the Jones channels where I've been hearing a lot of this shit. Jones, and then the second Jones is backward SENOJ. So Jones. And then the place where the whole airplane hoax started, I think, pretty much is Enslaved by No Media. And I put these guys' links in my last video. I made a link fest in my last live stream. So you guys can go check that out, that last live stream. And it has like fuckloads of fucking links in it. All kinds of interesting shit. I'm not even sure I'm going to put any links in this episode, So what says, I just found out all of history is a hoax. Well, Rob S says, what's history? Exactly. Anita Zofishka says, Twitwit, give the links for proof that history is a hoax. Ohio, that guy is nuts. P. Mars, anything past 60 years ago didn't happen. It just straight up didn't happen, right? Oh, man. All right, guys. I mean, I could also talk about John LeBon, but I don't really even want to. Kind of a waste of time. I mean, the guy, I'll talk about him a little bit. I mean, the guy had a fucking killer show with me and Ed Upside Down Head. And what does he do? Takes it down, never puts it up. I think he saves those shows for his website because they're actually the better shows. I basically reveal what's at the top of his hierarchy hoax in that video. And, like P. Mars was saying, he doesn't keep up any videos where people show him up. Exactly. Because then P. Mars was in one of his shows the other day, and P. Mars kind of punked him out too. And what do you know? Lo and behold, John LeBon fucking ditches that show. Doesn't put it up on his channel. Oh, can't have that. Can't have that. Oh, you can go back and watch Validation Boy live stream. You can go back and watch the Validation Boy live stream where I put my foot in my mouth and allegedly became a huge advocate for Metatron and shit. You can watch that whole episode. I left it right up there. You can watch fucking, you name it. I keep it all up there. All right. Kumar says you can't prove a negative. Anita Zufishka says unsubscribed. Okay, no links, waste of time. Bye. Whatever. Anita Zofishka. Fake channel. Let's see. Let's see what this channel is all about. No, let's not. That'd be a waste of my time. Taylor, Ohio. JLB is a hoax. I know. He is actually a hoax sometimes, I think. James S. says, Validation Boy is a flat earther. It should be apparent he has a severe lack of understanding about nature and reality. Oh, man. James S., you're a fucking fool. All right, guys. I told you I was going to keep it short and sweet. There's really not much going on, I told you I'm 50-50 on this airplane shit. I mean, it's a very interesting fucking topic. The more evidence I fucking see on both sides, and it's interesting research. But in the end, it really doesn't prove. It really doesn't like have much of a point, other than the fact that it's figures of authority lying to us. You know, maybe it has a little something to do with flat Earth or the shape of the Earth, or authority and fuel and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe. But like, I don't know if it's even as big as like some of the other things we talk about, like Black history, for example, the craziness of that. All right. Anyways, James says, if this guy doesn't agree with you, he turns into an ignorant, defensive piece of shit. Tube U says, gas is the other way they enslave us besides electricity, right? King TL, it's good to have you. Thank you for being such an understanding participant. King TL, you're awesome. Don't know who you are. You're awesome. All right, guys. I'm just gonna fucking end it here. There's not much going on. Like I said, there's the jet fuel hoax. There's fucking my updated fucking health condition in the positive. There's history being a fucking hoax. There's John LeBon being a fucking prick for no reason, even though he's actually can be a pretty cool guy for the most part. I think what it is that some days John LeBon has a tough day at work, and what it does is that he feels like he got bullied, so he gets online so he can bully other people and pass it on, get it off his chest and pass it on. I think that's what he does sometimes. Twitwit says, interesting show, VB. I mean, looking back at some of my other shows, man, they're real doozies. My old Validation Boy live stream, some of them are just fucking classics. They're just great. I laugh when I watch them back. So happy that you guys got to participate in all that shit. As it stands right now, I'm reaching kind of an apex. I'm kind of hitting a point. I'm up at 970 plus subscribers thanks to Star God's references to me and stuff like that. I can't talk about Hans anymore. Don't care enough. Don't want to talk about trannies. Don't want to talk about flat Earth that much. Don't want to talk about the Holocaust. Too many things have been covered so greatly. Don't want to talk about history and the pyramids. I don't know. Just gonna try to keep forging on, guys. Keep this alive, Either way, Homeless Harry has joined us. Good to have you. All right. Don't want to talk about the gynocracy, the hidden gynocracy that much anymore. Oh yeah, there's always Flat Earth Paradise, right? Hi, I am Flat Earth Paradise, and I speak this way all the time. I speak this way even to my friends. I speak this way when Marmar Queen comes to hang out with me at the beach, and we look at flowers and photograph them, and notice how everything comes from the center, outward, and that you must always, always be worshippers of the gold-plated vagina. Goddess worship is key. I am Flat Earth Paradise. That's my impression. I think somebody wanted me to do an impression of Flat Earth Paradise, and that's what you get. But look at Flat Earth Paradise's bedroom. Whew. Questionable, bro. Questionable. All right. They lie, oh, how my old lady's organisms were a hoax. James S., why does this guy take the piss out of everyone? James S., you look like you're a little bit of a fuck boy, cuck boy, and that you have no idea what the fuck's going on in Validation Boy live stream, and that you really have no business even being in here. But because this is the most dynamic and the first and original fucking no wrench Flat Earth live stream chat, you're more than welcome to stay here and make a cuck fool out of yourself. Other than that, it's been great having you guys. It's an honor to have you guys in here. Much love, King TL, Andre, subscribe to They Lie Ohio, Twitwit, Tube U, Schlominger, Joy4118, A Land Without Judgment, NASA fondles balls, King TL, I already said that, Anita Zofishka. It's great having all you guys in here. Even you, James S., you fucking cuck. All right, Tube U. All right, OJ McBaggins, titty sprinkles. Man, all right, guys. I'll be back soon. I'll be back probably Monday. But when I come back Monday, I'm going to give you a really fantastic show. I promise. I'm going to try to get guests in here. I'm going to try to get a couple dynamic guests in here. They're probably just going to be repeat guests. Okay. But who knows? Maybe I'll get fake vamp. Flip you guys out. You don't know what that's all about. All right, guys. Much love. The earth is fucking flat. Be a flat earth conservative. Give all praise to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Get completely fucking humble yourself before our Creator, as I always say. And much love. Don't be a fucking blue pill mangina cuck. This has been Validation Boy live stream, March 15th, 2018.